In the back, Triple H goes after Angle because he thinks that Angle has been sending the flowers to Stephanie because one of the bunch of flowers says it's true on it. Now Triple H thinks this Angle, and it's just like, oh, you are so goddamn gullible, aren't you? Who else is going to be other than bloody Jericho? Angle, anyway, by the way, finds Taker's been hunting down Angle, and Angle hits Taker with his comedy wrench of death. It's this big. I'm going to hit you with this whack to the knee. So you're thinking, well, Angle is actually going to win the match, isn't he? Sorry, I've just dropped the bottle. I've just dropped the lid of my bottle. Next, anyway, back onto the good matches, shall we? As Val Venus defeated Rikishi in a pretty decent cage match to retain the Intercontinental Championship. Have I mentioned on this series that Val Venus' music is utterly shit? I mean, it just sounds like a generic dance track. Just a generic beat. Running joke throughout the whole series. Come on. So, Val gets bounced around off the cage a few times. They tease an escape. Back suplex by Rikishi. Stinkface is blocked and a lariat gets 2 for Val. Nice elbow off the ropes by Val, who then goes to escape but gets caught. Rikishi bounces his face off the top as he then bounces Rikishi's face. They basically bounce each other's face off the top. Val is busted open from that. Samoa drop gets 2. Butt drop gets 2 as Val gets his foot on the ropes. Trish slams the door on Rikishi's head in the spot that has to be done in every single WWE cage match of all time. If there's a cage match, someone's head is going to get slammed in the door. It's just what happens. You just expect it nowadays, you know. So it doesn't get any sort of reaction at all from someone like me. It's like, yep, there it is. Lita comes out and whips Trish with a belt because that's what she'd be doing in the tag match at the end. Joe said they all brawled. Yeah, that's what happened. Trish had been whipping Lita with a belt. So yeah, Trish comes out and do that for a nice bit of continuity. Fantastic, I like that. Val and Rikishi fight to the top. Val falls off and bumps the ref. Rikishi goes to climb up but stops and hits a superfly splash off the top, which is amazing. Val is squashed flat, but of course the referee's down, so there's no, you can't get a cover from it. Rikishi goes to escape, but then Taz comes out and hits him with a camera. Val drags his broken-ass carcass out to cover Rikishi for the win at 14-11. I could live without the run-in at the end, and I don't know why Val Venus is Intercontinental Champion. I mean, I don't understand where this push is going at all, because Val, in 1998, he had a good character, didn't he? He had a good character back then. But, not buying it for a second. Really, I'm not. Intercontinental title? No. So in the back, Triple H traces the flowers to Jericho's room, who promptly beats him up. Shane McMahon then comes out. He calls out this in the ring. He calls out The Rock, but it's a trap because Rock comes out. Then we see Benoit in the back ripping up Rock's clothes, and Rock's gonna be pissed off. This means war for certain, doesn't it? I like that. I think that's a nice little way to make Rock pissed off. I do, because the storyline is that if Rock gets disqualified, he loses the championship. So obviously, Shane McMahon and Chris Benoit are going to do something to get him vexed, aren't they? So next, and this is where I have big issue with this show. One of the 3 things I have issue with. The Undertaker defeated Kurt Angle in a piss-poor match. This was so bad. Brawl in the crowd, then on the outside. Elbow, but Taker lifts the shoulder. Dropkick, and again Triple H. Undertaker lifts the shoulder. Now this is stupid. Pure stupidity, right? Because if he'd done the choke slam, right, went for the cover and lifted the shoulder, then it works, right? But just doing an elbow drop, do you think Angle was really going to stay down for the 3? Really? Just doesn't work. Doesn't make you go, oh. Just makes you go, well, that's stupid, doesn't it? Really, really stupid. Sleeper by Angle, sidewalk slam by Taker, set gets 2, the crowd are completely dead, Angle gets his massive tool, that's what it says in my thing, I'm going to have to call it the massive tool of death. Seriously, it's this big, like, oh, that's just fucking brilliant. Works the knee, briefly, slugfest, which of course Taker is always going to win. Chokeslam is countered, Angle works the knee again, chokeslam, and the last ride get the win at 7:36. Crap, and I'll tell you why it's crap, because Undertaker fucking owned Angle. I'll come back to this in a moment after the next 2 matches. And actually, no, come on, let's talk about it right now. Let's talk about it right now instead, right? Because what I want to basically say is I have a big issue with this show because of this. This match is one of my big issues with it. Because Kurt Angle, at this point, his star is on the rise, is it not? Rising. All throughout the year, his star is rising. He's putting on great matches, he's winning championships. You know left, right and centre that he's going to become the champion one of these days, and it's going to not be far away. But this match, I reckon, just absolutely destroys his momentum. How am I meant to believe a month later at SummerSlam, yeah, that he is a championship contender, when after this, after against one of the WWF's top stars, he's just got destroyed? Would it have been so bad for Undertaker to lose? Really? Really would it? Because I don't think it would have done at all. I think putting Kurt Angle over, and putting him over right, would have made him a superstar. So, I mean, he could have happily gone into SummerSlam a month later and gone, yeah, Kurt Angle could win this one. When I'm watching SummerSlam a month later, I was like, okay, well, it's either going to be Triple H or it's going to be Rock. Angle was, non-entity in this one. Obviously, after what happened in SummerSlam, which we'll talk about next month, he wasn't non-entity, but, that's beside the point. So, next.